All right, my friends, how are you today? Aaron here bringing you your daily horoscope for Monday, the 21st of September 2020. And this is starting our week off very strong here, okay? So this is a daily, but we're also going to be just breaching a little bit into the rest of the week as well. So a weekly daily horoscope, okay? So today we've got the moon in the sign of Scorpio, okay? Picking back on where we were over on Saturday and Sunday, okay, the emotional depths of who we are, okay, this is our emotions. This is extremely important, again, that Mars is retrograde right now in its home sign of Aries, that the moon is in Mars' second home, okay, free to expand, free to express itself, okay. Now, early in the morning, like late Sunday, early Monday morning, the moon is still creating this sextile over there to Jupiter and this trine to, I don't have it pulled up right now, but this trine over here to Neptune, okay? So it's just like us going to the depths of ourselves, we allow this expansion within our lives in order to reach our goals and our dreams, okay? And then we have, as the day moves on, the moon creating the sextile here to the sun, the last day, the sun in Virgo. Very, very, very important, creating a septile over here to Mars, okay? Meaning we have everything, okay? The sun creating a trine over here to Saturn. We have everything. We have all the strength, all the power, all the discipline, all the authority that we need. We have everything that we need, okay? We have all the momentum we need. And this is one of the things that I'm going to talk about here with this Jupiter being direct. It's our only outer planet that is direct. And Mercury and Venus are also our only inner planets direct, okay, as Mars, of course, is retrograde as well. About abundance, about living an abundant life, okay? 29th degree of Virgo is extremely important. This is our last day of summer this year before the sun's descent into Libra, into autumn, into the southern hemisphere, okay? And this is a day of the horse blinders being on. That we are so focused on our mission, we are so focused on our objective, that whatever noise is happening on the outside, it doesn't matter. It's just like we're in our car on our way to work, and we've got on, the astrology video, or we've got on, some good, fuel for our brains, fuel for our hearts. We're listening to something, and there's a noisy jackhammer, and all these things happening around us. There's a car beeping its horn, and somebody speeding by, and it's just like all of this stuff doesn't matter. What matters most is us here, present in this moment, focused on our breath, focused on whatever it is that has our attention. Okay, so this is an extremely important day about being focused on doing us, okay, that we're doing whatever it is that we need to be doing here. All right, we have a huge 6 months ahead of us. Okay, this winter is going to be like, the last winter we weren't starting the winter or autumn. We weren't starting the sun's descent in a pandemic, okay? That didn't hit America and the majority of the world until January, okay? So that's a huge chunk of time that we did not have this. So this is a new thing this year. This pandemic is a new thing this winter, and this autumn into winter, okay, as the seasons are changing. As everything was shifting into warmth, we had such high hopes and aspirations that with the warm weather, for some reason, that this virus would die, that this virus would cease, and life would continue as normal. And we have pretty good understanding at this point that is not the case, that this isn't going anywhere, okay? So our road, our path is changing, okay? And we have to be willing to seek deep within ourselves, our deep emotional body, okay? In the things that we do desire, that we desire to bring forward. And this is also talking about the taboo things, okay? Taboo things. This could be, like a tantra teacher, All right, depending on our how we've been brought up, or our religion, or whatever it may be, something like owning our own sexual identity is something that's like very taboo, can be very taboo. Yet it's the most natural thing in life. This is your one body that you have, that you get to live with every single day. So we have this moon unconstrained here, expanding, Jupiter direct, expanding in how we live our lives, expanding our laws, expanding our walls of this reality. And these walls that are changing, mutable sign of Virgo. Everything is changing, all right, before we hit the cardinal sign of Libra, forcing us to bring balance. And there's going to be all kinds of beautiful things once the sun enters the sign of Libra. It's important that we stay focused, though, today. And we have this moon creating the septile to the north node, okay? So this is like that, like going back to that Tantra teacher. It's just like by exploring this, learning about ourselves, exploring our bodies or whatever, and owning it, okay, we can then bring this teaching, this understanding, this epiphany that we've had, okay? And as the moon moves and jumps into the sign of Sagittarius, well, now we're talking about learning and education for more than just us. So this is our personal experience that we have, or personal experiences that we have, okay, that we've been willing to seek out ourselves to grow, to learn, to come to an understanding. Well, now they become something that is a useful tool that we can take and teach others, okay? Which is how most healers get into their position, or how most people get into their, position of expertise, is by exploring, Hey, this thing happened to me and it led me down this path. I got into a car crash and I wanted to learn how to heal, so I learned Reiki. And that's kind of how some of this stuff goes, and especially here in the sign of Scorpio, the moon in Scorpio, right? Sometimes dark or mysterious things happen to us that learn our greater, teachings, and then we can confidently bring these teachings to other people, once we've dived deep into them and own it. Okay, now we've become experts on this subject. We're experts on the topic, and because we're staying practiced, we're staying on top of ourselves and doing the work, we maintain open to be able to explore, to be able to communicate, okay? And we get to do this with confidence, whatever the subject matter is that we're communicating about, okay? This is all between Jupiter and Venus and the moon, okay? Emotional expansion, emotional knowledge, expanding our personal lives, expanding the walls and our boundaries, okay? Push them up even bigger and even more, and then we grow even stronger. And there's a cat in the background. You hear him? He is so loud. He's a giant mancoon. He wants to be a part of this astrology video, I guess. All right, where are we? Venus and Jupiter and the moon. Expansion, self-exploration, courage, pride, strength. The sun, so focused today, so focused. Okay, we lost our opposition here to Neptune, and that's perfectly okay. We're not losing the sight of our dreams. We're just not viewing them as an obstacle in front of us. It's a destination, it's a journey that we are going to begin, okay? And this ends the last day of us in the sign of self, okay? First 6 houses is all about self, and then we're coming out to the other. And now it's about connecting the dots. So it's like, okay, I know self, I know my worth, I know what value that I'm going to be bringing to the table. Okay, if we start hooking up, and it doesn't matter if it's a personal relationship, if you're a single person, or if it's, your work stuff, okay, it's about I know my worth and what I'm bringing to the table. Okay, and I've got Saturn and Pluto and Jupiter up here in Capricorn, making sure that I'm staying on top of myself, and I'm trusting that they're working and you're working with these energies as well, and you're bringing your best to the table. So now, it's just like when we're applying for a job, we're not being interviewed, we're interviewing the job. You know what I mean? We're interviewing them to make sure that they're up to snuff with our standards, that their job that they're have created is appropriate for us and what we're going to bring to the table, because we know ourselves. We know ourselves and the value that we're bringing to the party. Okay, so that's very, very important as we're moving ahead into Libra season. Because Libra season is all, it's going to be changing as far as like, okay, well, I'm me, and this is you, and this is what you need. So what parts of myself do I bring to this table? What parts of the self do I leave out here that you've got certain things covered? So it's diplomatic in the sense that, we're working together, not just about this solo journey. Now it's all hands on deck. Hand in hand, we cross the river together. So this Libra season is going to be huge in changing that, but it's so important that we understand these first 6 houses that we've moved through. Mars, home, I am, and I'm going to move toward the light. I'm going to move toward what's good. I'm going to run away from what doesn't serve me and what's no longer there in my life that I don't need. And at the same time, while moving toward what's good, I do understand, and this is the power of Eris and Lilith, so closely conjunct to Mars, is I understand that even in this direction that I'm going in, which is toward the light, toward the place that makes me happy, toward where I want to go, that I'm not going to be discouraged when something comes up and arises that doesn't align with me, because I still have to go in this direction. That doesn't mean I'm going to turn around and stop and now go in a different direction, okay? We've got Uranus over here in Taurus, changing. Okay, this is what used to make me comfortable. These are the things that used to make me comfortable. Okay, I'm realizing I no longer need all of those things to complete this journey. Okay, this is a power of Uranus in Taurus, the power of Jupiter in Capricorn. We're able to finish the race with less utilities. We're able to finish the race without all the bells and the whistles that we thought we once needed. We're able to maintain a healthy diet, a healthy relationship with ourselves, sans the whatever that we thought we needed, that we don't need for us to get where we're going. And in fact, we have a lighter, healthier approach to our daily lives when we do leave certain things out of it. Okay? So we're still headed in this direction. We've got the North Node down here in Gemini. Okay? Saying, seek my own path, seek my own clarity. Seek my own destiny, seek my own future. This is your future, and that worked for you, and I might go down your path for a little while. However, I have to seek what makes me sing. I have to seek out the knowledge that makes me want to go in this direction. Nothing's there in the sign of Cancer right now, which is a lovely thing. We've had the North Node in the sign of Cancer for 1.5 years, reminding us to be empathetic and caring and nurturing. And those things stay with us. We've got Mercury over there in Libra. But it's about my emotions, and right now our emotional need is up there in Sagittarius. It's ending Scorpio, moving into Sagittarius, which is about the other. We've got Venus down here in the 5th house, which is, hey, I need to value and express myself. I need to value myself. I don't want to be like the person on TV. I don't want to be like this. I want to be like me, because I'm the only one of me that exists. So I want to value myself and appreciate myself and bring myself to the table. Sun, last day in Virgo, being focused on our services and the acts that we're giving before we start being spread thin, really showing up for other people. It's like I have to know my full capacity of what I'm capable of doing, what I'm able to do, because I might not need to bring all of these. Let's say there's 10. There's 10 things that you're super awesome at doing. Well, when we come to this job or when we come to this thing, we only need 6 of them. Doesn't mean to stop practicing those other 4, right? They're going to be valued somewhere else, but here, you know what I mean? Where we need this work or this partnership or this relationship, whatever that may be, we need these things from you. So practice these things in this. Do you understand what I'm saying there? So Virgo season's all about me, my, and I, and my services I can provide, the things that I can do, the things that I can give back. Okay, when it comes into Libra season, this is about not just about me, my, and I, but it's about what we're offering with others and our relationship with them, our relationship in the accumulation. Okay, so we're spread thinner. This isn't just all about me and what I'm doing and what I'm bringing to the table, right? Because we're not asked to bring everything always, okay? And that's where we're headed after Monday. All right, so this is saying, like, reminding ourselves once we got spread a little bit thinner come Libra season, to still focus on those things that we do that make us happy, that are our other services that we shine on. You know, it's like, this is like, oh, you were in a band and you painted, or you used to write poetry or something like that, and now you have this job or you have this relationship, and you're spending less time doing those other creative endeavors because your time and energy is spent on the relationship. Okay, or this new job, which this new job doesn't require you to use these creative things as playing music or writing poetry or painting or something like that, you know. So this is saying, like, look, we have to still focus and remind ourselves, you know, and this little septile that's going on here between Mars and the sun today. So focused, our horse blinders are on, and it doesn't even matter that Mars is sleeping. Our planet of action is in rest mode right now. Our warrior gets to put down the weapons and the shield, and we just get to focus on doing what we do best. Okay? Focus on what you love to do. Focus on who you are and all the beautiful things that make you you. All right? And then we're going to be taking these things over the next month ahead, reminding ourselves of our power, our strength, our abilities, that when we express ourselves, all these things that we can bring forward to the table, we can expand not only our world, but other people's worlds, because we've been doing the work. And then we get to really put our sun into Libra, into the other, and not only help ourselves, but help others along the way. All right, so this is a great start to the week. It's a great start to autumn, the Libra season. Have a beautiful day, enjoying this last bit of Earth, Sun, Virgo energy. Focus, 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 focus. If you haven't written out on your vision boards, this is a great day to do so. All right, my friends, have a beautiful start of the week, and we'll see you tomorrow.